All right, I want to talk about the Yooperlite trip that we just went on. So if you don't know what Yooperlites are, there's these really cool rocks, like right here, look kind of like a simple rock, right? But then take like a black light or a UV light, and you take it to it. Let's see, there's a couple of them here. This one's awesome. So we found these, like we had to travel to find them. They're really rare. They got luminescence in them. So we'll talk a little bit like if you guys want to be able to find them yourselves, what do you have to do? Where are they located? They are located on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and they're only there because the lake washes them onto the shore throughout the year. The lake will wash them onto the shore right there with all the other rocks. There'll be tons of rocks, but you won't be able to find which one is actually Yooperlite unless you have a UV light. Okay, so what were things that we learned on the trip that we wish we did differently, and definitely will do different on our next time we go? One of them is these black lights. Make sure you get some UV lights that are actually pretty good. You want to be able to spot them very well in the dark, even though you might have some distance. And with those UV lights, we ended up having to buy some more at a shop, which was a really expensive price. Be prepared. Make sure you have every person a black light before you even go on the trip. You can order offline for way cheaper. You can maybe go to like an automotive shop. They sell them sometimes for to be able to detect like leaks in vehicles. But whatever you do, I would make sure I would have it before that trip, and that they're very powerful lights. What other things do you think we did on the trip that we should have done differently?
Probably mapped out locations better.
Mapped out the locations, yeah. We kind of just like freestyled it. It said like Upper Peninsula. We thought it was very broad and we could just go anywhere on the Upper Peninsula, but that didn't work very well. We went up there, searched all over the place that first night. I mean, I got my shoes wet, went in mud, traveling, walking everywhere. We found nothing at all. And we felt a little defeated at first. We were told that they're very rare, which I get that, but then we're like, are they even real? I know a lot of people online even talk about are they even real at all? So we were a little defeated, but then we were like, we want to try this again. Let's try it in a different location. So we ended up the next morning traveling to a whole nother spot. We hung out there all day. One thing about the traveling, there's a lot of distance you have to travel, and there's not as many restaurants and gas stations up there. So another thing I think I would recommend is maybe filling up all the way every time you see a gas station, and to actually maybe even pack a meal or two in case you need that meal. But anyhow, we travel all the way to this new location. I don't really want to tell you guys the exact location for the privacy of the people we were with and that, but this general location, we went and we searched that night, second night, and we ended up actually finding some. The level that we were so stoked when we actually found those rocks, remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, when I actually found my first rock, oh my goodness. We wanted to go back that day. We were like, no, we're gonna fight through. We're not gonna go home without this rock. And to finally actually get a rock and actually see it, oh my gosh, that was really cool. Really cool. So, anything else you think?
I think like the looking for other things that have a lot of glow. There's a lot of things that glow.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes it's a little hard to spot which one.
So
that you're
after I
looking
found
for.
the Yooperlite, I started finding out that the things that glow in the odd yellowish color, the rocks that a lot of them have really cool fossils in there. And after I got the Yooperlite, I kind of got distracted by looking for fossils after that. Really cool fossils. Yeah. And then even just little like crawdads, they glow in the dark too. So I thought that was really interesting, really cool. If you're deciding to actually go on this trip, oh my gosh, it was so rewarding when we actually found those rocks for the first time. And we even got to take my little nephew with. He's really small, so it's for any age bracket. and that's why I loved it. We're going to go again as a family in a few months. So if you're thinking about going, highly recommend it. If you do, a couple things. So make sure that you're being respectful to where you are. Don't just walk on other people's property. If you find a rock, maybe, ask them, get permission to take those rocks. Don't just grab them. And then if you see a bunch of them, only take a few, take your share. Because for me, why I love this is because it's like a part of the Yooperlite community now. I want to be able to, share that with the other people that come along and find those rocks and are able to be part of that community as well. And lastly, make sure you don't leave anything behind. Don't leave any litter. Don't leave any trash. Be respectful because, there is a lot of wildlife in that need that shoreline. So, hope you guys enjoy that little trip.